Thomas had everything a boy could dream of. Born into a wealthy family, he grew up in a grand mansion, surrounded by luxury. His father was a powerful businessman, and his mother was known for her charity work, expensive toys, private tutors, and exotic vacations. Thomas had it all. But with privilege came arrogance. He looked down on the poor, believing they were lazy and deserved their fate. He had never worked a day in his life, nor did he think he ever needed to. Life was a game he had already won. Then everything changed on his 18th birthday. His father was arrested for fraud, an elaborate financial scheme that left thousands bankrupt. Overnight, their wealth vanished. Their mansion was seized, their bank accounts frozen, and their luxurious cars towed away. But the worst was yet to come. One by one, his parents' closest friends abandoned them. His mother, unable to handle the shame, fell into depression. His father, once a proud man, was sentenced to prison. Thomas, who had never worked a day in his life, found himself homeless, wandering the streets with nothing but the clothes on his back. For the first time, Thomas felt true hunger. Days turned into weeks. He learned the cold truth. No one cared who he used to be. Begging for food, sleeping on sidewalks, and getting chased away from stores became his reality. He thought about the people he once mocked, the poor he had sneered at. Now he was one of them. One rainy night, he sat shivering near a subway entrance, holding out a tin can. "Spare some change?" he whispered. Most people ignored him. Some threw disgusted looks his way. He felt invisible, until one man stopped. A tall man in a black coat stood before him. He didn't drop a coin. Instead, he asked, "Why are you here?" Thomas scoffed, "Because life is cruel." The man smirked. "Because you believe it is." Thomas frowned. "What else should I believe?" The man crouched beside him, pulling out a crisp $100 bill. "If I give you this, what will you do?" Thomas sighed. "Eat, maybe drink. Same as yesterday. Same as tomorrow." The man nodded as if expecting that answer. Then he handed Thomas a small notebook. "Read the first page every morning for 30 days. If nothing changes, I'll leave you alone forever." Skeptical but curious, Thomas opened the notebook. The first page read, "Your thoughts create your reality. Change them, and your life will follow." The next morning, Thomas woke up feeling different. For the first time in years, he wondered, was it really his mindset keeping him on the streets? Instead of begging, Thomas decided to test the stranger's words. He approached a small cafe and asked if he could sweep the floor for a meal. The owner hesitated, then agreed. For the first time in years, Thomas earned his food. Something inside him shifted. The next day, he found another odd job, carrying boxes for a store, then another. Each day, he read a new page from the notebook. The words pushed him to challenge his limits, to believe in possibilities rather than failures. Weeks passed. He saved enough for clean clothes, then a small room. The cafe owner noticed his dedication and offered him a stable job as a dishwasher. One night after work, Thomas walked past his old begging spot. A familiar figure stood there, the same stranger. Thomas, now cleaner and stronger, smiled. "It wasn't the world that changed, was it? It was me." The stranger nodded. "Exactly." Then, just like that, he turned and disappeared into the crowd. Years later, Thomas had rebuilt his life. He owned a small restaurant, nothing grand, but his. One day he saw a man sitting on the sidewalk, looking lost. Thomas knelt beside him, pulled out a crisp $100 bill, and asked, "If I give you this, what will you do?" The beggar looked up, confused. Thomas handed him a notebook, the same one he had once received. Read the first page every morning for 30 days. If nothing changes, I'll leave you alone forever. And as he walked away, he knew the cycle was beginning again. The lesson here is simple. Life is unpredictable, but the way we think about our struggles shapes our future. If you believe you are powerless, you will remain stuck. But if you change your mindset, you can change your destiny. Hard times don't define you. Your actions do. I hope you liked this video and found it meaningful and inspiring. If you did, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss future videos. And here are more inspirational and motivational videos on your screen that you can enjoy. Until next time, take care, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.